Hi, this is my short movie on my life. A short movie on what seems like a very long life. Anyways, I will start with my parents, a picture of my parents. As you, there they are, mom and dad. This is a picture of them when they were celebrating one of my many brothers' weddings. So I don't know exactly which one. It could have been my brother Gutchy or my youngest brother Basil. Probably married so many times. Anyways, that's my mom and dad. I grew up with a family of 9 brothers and 2 other sisters. And I was the seventh child in the whole family. I had a sister, Sandra, who died as an infant, a crib death. And then my brother Richard was born. They called him Saul. And then my other sister was born, Elizabeth. And she suffocated because my mom fed her too much. This old lady told her to keep feeding her. The baby's hungry because the baby was crying. So instead of waiting, the old lady said to keep feeding her because she was hungry. And the baby, in the old days, she swaddled the baby, and so the baby couldn't brush away the vomit and suffocated. So, anyways, and then my brother Gudgy, Kevin, was born. He also graduated from CBU. Then my brother Bernard, he passed away last year from lung cancer. And there was my other brother Bernard, Tom. I'm sorry, Tom. He passed away before Bernard did, and he passed away from bleeding to death, I think, because he couldn't get up. He had broken collarbone and a broken leg, and he couldn't get up when he fell. And let me see. Then shortly after he died, my husband died. My husband, here's my picture of my handsome husband and I when we got married. We got married on Chapel Island, right on the island. Oh, it was a nice wedding. We had all people tell you when you get married how nervous you are, and you get cold feet and all this stuff. But oh, not me. I couldn't wait to get married. This man was the love of my life. When I first heard his voice, I didn't even see him. I just heard his voice, and it was like something went through me and just vibrated through my body when I didn't even meet him yet, and I didn't meet him till a while later. But anyways, he passed away, and then shortly after he passed away, my mom passed away. So this is not too long ago. My mom and my husband. It doesn't seem that long ago, but it's like 10 years now. And then shortly after that, my father-in-law passed away. Then my dad. He was diabetic, and he had kidney problems, and he went to the hospital, and they put a shunt in him because he was supposed to get dialysis. But his diabetes was so bad sometimes he'd get lost. He didn't know what was going on sometimes. So he would tell us after he came from the hospital that he wanted his appendix taken out. And we kept telling him, Dad, that's not your appendix, that's a shunt. You need it to clean your blood. And he kept telling us to take it out. And nobody listened. And one day they told me, I got a call, they told me that Dad had tried to pull the shunt out, and there was blood and fluid everywhere. So I went, and sure enough, it was an awful sight. Anyways, they decided that it wasn't gonna uh, get another one, not another shot, because he'd only do the same thing again. So they said that he should just let him go, die peacefully, and he did. 3 days later, died. So that was sad, because I really was attached to my dad. I really loved my dad. Most people, you know, women, especially girls, they're more attached to their dads than they are to their moms for some weird reason or other. But yeah, me and Dad were close. He'd take me to town, he'd put me on his shoulders, and people like us were Mi'kmaq Indians. People would call him Tonto, and I was his papoose. And he'd be learning French. I would be like learning French along with him, and so it was interesting to go with him to town. He had a lot of friends. He had a lot of friends. Um, so, anyways, uh, while in my journey to get my education, I finally reached the end of one road. This is my CBU certificate. Oh, it's taken me so long to get this. I've gone to school, and like I've been saying that all this stuff happened, and it's been through while I was trying to get my education. And every time something happened, things would slow down. I would stop and like reassess things and um, start again. And so that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm back on the road again. I'm going to get my BED, even if it kills me, which it might just do. Oh my God, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, let me see. There's another picture here of my graduation. This is my grade 12 graduation here. Um, and this is my daughter here, and here she is. This is the Head Start where I started working in the early 80s. I was the director at the Head Start there, and I did a lot of, oh my goodness, a lot of what they're doing now, like hands-on activities with the kids. I used to take them outside because it wasn't all that strict in those days. So I take them outside. We walk around the school because there's all forest area, and there'd be a lake there, and there'd be swamps. So I took them out. We'd take plants in and throw them in the water and watch them grow and sprout. And so like a lot of that stuff that I had been doing with them all through the years is like the mainstream these days. And here is another occurrence of another death. This one was a very, very good friend of mine and my neighbor. His name was Cecil. He died in a car crash on a wintry night. This happened to me. My vehicle, they borrowed. I just bought it the day before, and they borrowed it to go bar hopping in town. He had a date to go see a friend, and they left, and they're coming home, and they hit a bump in the road, and it was stormy, and the car went over, and they say he was driving, but I can't imagine if he had been driving, as you can tell there, that he probably would have been okay, but I think he might have been in the back sleeping, because he's the only one that perished in this crash. So it's sad, to say the least. And here I have another picture. This is just some of the characters I was talking about earlier. My family, my oldest brother here, Richard. They called him Lissal Malich, Richard Mary. And that's me, my sister Monica, my little brother Basil, my brother Roddy, my deceased brother Tom, and here's my brother Gutch. So quite a few of them there. So another thing that tells a little bit about me is that I like reading books. This one here is The Awakening of Intelligent, J. Christian Namarati. I can never say his name. I have a hard time pronouncing a lot of things. My Mi'kmaq accent is so strong. People used to think I was French if I was sitting there talking to a friend of mine. People would say, she'd come over and want to talk to me in French, and I'd say, I'm sorry, but I really don't. I know a few. I know I can, ask for a cup of tea, the bathroom, directions, and all that stuff, but not to carry on a conversation with anyone for any length of time. So, I love this book. It's just like an eye opener. And here is my religion has a lot of influence on me. This one says, Gesakniskam, Jixidu, Jixidu Dan Duju, Alusadamai. I love the Creator. I want Him to listen to me when I pray. And I just, before I did this, I did a little prayer. And now, another thing. And here's another book that I like reading, The Unseen World, the Science, Theories, Phenomena Behind Paranormal Events. Okay, this is Reader's Digest book, I think. Yep. And it has a lot of stuff in there. Smart Flora and Fauna Biopique. I love too much value pursuit of truth to avoid inquiry because it appears to clash with prevailing opinions. Sir William Crookes, chemist and physicist. The Parapsychological Association daring to go one step beyond, probing the paranormal. These are all scientific theories and So that's another part of me. And another part of me is I love tea, so I have to turn off my tea here before my water evaporates all up. Oh yes, and another thing I discovered over the years was I had I took a stroke, an aneurysm, I believe, in the 90s. And I was taken to the hospital, and a couple of times I was gone. And a friend of mine told me I should come over, and she said because her son had died in a car crash, and he was supposed to come work for me, and I was going to ask him something about when he was younger. Him and my brother and his wife, they went fishing out at the Bedore Lakes by the islands here, and while they were fishing, they didn't catch nothing, so they were returning home, and Joshua points to the shore, to one of these islands, and he points to the shore, and he tells them, let's go try over here. And Bernard says, there's nothing there. Why would we go there? Like, I've been here all my life. There's nothing there. And, so Josh says, yes, let's go nosy, he tells them. So they go nosy. This is the first time this young man has ever been to Chapel Island. He's from Boston, and his mother is from Boston, his aunt, and so this is the first time he's been around, so they took him out fishing to, experience the culture a bit. So anyways, he tells them, let's go here, and Bernard, as they get closer in the canoe near the shore where, he notices there's this inlet, and he's never seen this inlet before, and he says to himself, more or less, he says, like, now how is that possible that I don't know about this inlet? I've been fishing here all my life. And Josh tells him, he says, I was here when I was an old man. I was here when I was an old man. So I was going to bring up that same topic when he started working with me. He was helping me move, and I just happened to look out my window, and I could see the Bedore Lake, and it flashed back to me, like I'm going to ask him. But when I wanted to find him, he'd already gone because he's only young. He was only young, so like it was 3 o'clock, and it's time for him to go. So he took off, and he went home, and I didn't see him. And I went to go babysit for my brother that night, that evening, and I was with my husband, and we got a phone call that same evening. He died in a car crash that same night. So I couldn't ask him if he had remembered that story. So, anyways, that's the kind of things that happen around me, like weird things. So anyways, I had died, and so his mom come to see me, and asked me if I had seen anything, and I'm wondering, what did I see? Why would I see anything? And then like later on, like I don't know, 3 months, 6 months later, I guess, um, realized that uh, I kept remembering something. I kept remembering something. I just, it's all dark, it's all black, like black is black is black is black. Anyway, it's dark, and I see these guys, and it's a helicopter, and I see these guys in these orange jackets or whatever color jackets they had on, and they're putting this person in this helicopter in a stretcher, and I want to nosy, and I look over, and it was me, yeah, and took. I don't remember anything after that again, but that was like, yeah, I didn't feel anything. Like I didn't feel my all I could. I I just could see, but I couldn't feel my body. I couldn't. Um, I don't know if I did have a body. All I know is that I could just see. There's no body. There's no nothing. Like I don't know. I felt like maybe I was ear or something. But anyways, that's that story. And so like at that point, they did blood work on me because it was 9/11, 9/11, and there was the terrorist attack on the towers. So I decided that I wanted to find out if I could give blood, because I was told when I was little, I was in the hospital for a month, that I was not to give my blood to anyone. So I remember that. And so like I told them, I like to give because I was poor. I want to help in some way. So I told them that I'd like to help. I'd like to donate blood to these people, and to check my blood to see, anyways, if it changed. So they said when they come back to me, good news, bad news. He says, good news is you can keep your blood. Bad news is we found something in your blood. So, and they told me what it was. It's something called scleroderma crest. Uh, and so he said, I was told that it could come down, it could come upon me in 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years. And 7 years later, boom, there it is. It comes up at me, and there. But all through my life, like I felt funny all the time. Like I was wondering why my skin would feel like burn, my feet would burn. Like I didn't think that was normal, but I didn't ask anybody. So, anyways, so now here's something that I have to take every week: a stupid meal and methotrexate every week to slow down my arthritis, because it attacks my immune system. As you can tell, my fingers are getting bad, and my wrists, like, and my hands are affecting me and I've been writing so much and typing. Um, my elbows are like starting to freeze into one spot, so it's not good. So if I can get a hold of like a dragon writer or something, speak into it and have it type for me, I would very much like to buy one. But I think I'm going to get some help from the school board as far as that's concerned. And here is something else that he bag that I use. And here is something that I like: bingo. I have to play bingo at least once a week, otherwise I would just go nuts. I need a break. And I don't know if you can hear my grandson, but he's autistic. He's 11. He's downstairs. He's spent all his weekends with me since he was little. Every weekend, every holidays, vacations, uh, days off, anything like that. And now my little grandson, who's sleeping on the couch, also since he was like 2, started staying with me, and now he's 5. So I love it, but sometimes they're really a handful because they're so demanding sometimes, and it takes a lot from me, and because I'm not spring chicken anymore. So, anyways, another thing is, while I'm looking at myself there, see, uh, here's another part of me, my medicine pouch. I wear it a lot ever since I made it. But like, I never got a chance to go get Bagosi, and I did, and now I wear it around my neck all the time to keep the viruses of flu and cold at bay. And so that has been working for me very good. So, ouch. I have to have some tea. There we are. I'm a tea lover. I have to have tea. So here, here's what. This is my bagosi. This is what I am. I practice my traditional medicine, and I also like to play the drum. I can play the honor song and the gather song. And I started a women's group this summer, and not just the women, but as soon as the children found out that we were drumming, we have hand drums, and I'll show you what started me drumming was this drum that was given to me. I don't know. I think it was 1999. I believe that was given to me. It's a bearskin drum. Yes, and I love it. That's what started me. Now I've got 5 drums because every time I get a chance to make one, I'll make one, because sometimes kids at school, when something's happening, they need a drum, and they'll say that we don't have one, and so I'll have one on hand. And then with our group, anytime somebody wants to join our group, if they're happen to be just walking by and want to sit down with us, I'll have a drum for them to play. So, and this is my goodie bag. It's got my dress in there, and my slippers, my Mi'kmaq shoes, and other stuff in here, but I'm taking too much time. So anyways, here's the other thing. Yes, I was going to show him, but not see them. I'll take a dream catcher. This is a dream catcher that I'm making. It's not complete yet. It's just a rough copy. See how nice it is? It's beautiful. I'm making it for my common law husband's son. Everybody loves it, and my grandson loves my beads. He's always into them. The reason I'm using these big ones is because my eyesight has gotten bad over the years, especially in the last 2 years, because of my scleroderma. I've got arthritis in my eyes, so it's pretty hard. Like sometimes, I get blurry, and sometimes I get like kaleidoscopy things happening in my eyes, and I can't read and I can't see what I'm looking at. So I try not to drive in the evenings. If I have to, like if that starts to happen to me, I pull over on the side and wait. It's about like 20 minutes. So it's not fun having this stupid disease. And I try everything. I'll try home remedies. I'll try anything. And this is another thing that I got into, making jewelry. See? This nice, pretty Mi'kmaq one. I want to sell these. They're all kinds. They're all different. See? Very nice. Very, very nice. I love them. I wish I could wear them, but I'm trying to make some money. Maybe I can sell them on the internet. This one I want to give to one of my nieces. My brother saw me making them, and so he said, "Can you make one for my daughter? She loves purple." So yeah, so that's what I like to make. Here's one that is being made now that I'm making. It's not complete because I've run out of beads. So I got beads now, but I don't got time to make anything because I'm so busy with schoolwork. That has become part of the back burner. Oh, my next project is what I want to learn. This is piece canvas, paintbrushes, and I wanna do a little cheat in here. I want to take black. I bought some black spray paint that's good for paper and all that stuff, and I'm gonna spray paint this all black. And I have to draw a glue-cap on here. I just have to. I don't know why. It's just like it's been like somewhere's here, and one day it just like kept flashing in my face, like the picture of him, and it's funny because I've had a couple of dreams of glue-cap, but I don't know what he says. But he called a lot of people.
Oh, look!
Oh, Liz.
Look!
What, darling? What is going on? What's happening?
This is right.
Yes. Do you like them? Do you like my Christmas lights?
Yeah.
There's my boy. Here's my handsome boy. I'm talking on the computer to my professor.
Hi guys, it's here. Happy almost the Christmas Eve for a little business edition. Coming soon. The back again. Hold up. The bit again. Horror. I love it. I love it.
You love it. You love it. It's coming soon, eh? Look at that. It's not that far away. Okay. Today is 13th. And look at that. 13th to 14th. Two more weeks. 2 more weeks and it's Santa'll be here.
No. It's day 7 now.
Okay, day 7?
Yeah.
Well, I have to
It's
put
a 20 now.
I wish I could put this on
Look,
pause,
it's 20
but
now. Look, it's 20 now.
all right then, Gris. I think that's pretty much
It's a 20.
my life.
I think it's a 20.
I'm taking my BED. I'm trying to finish it, and hopefully, when I get it, I'll be working in my home community. I don't want to go far because I've been working here for over 35 years in Chapel Island. My first job was summer job was landscaping. We fixed the ball field with sods, carrying sods. Oh my God, that was hard labor. Then next year, I got into the daycare, and I loved it. And so after the daycare, I started working for the Head Start, and I started as an aide on the job training, and I learned from the very best. Oh my God, this woman was wonderful, Barb Adams. Jeez, she taught me a lot, and I've never forgotten anything that she taught me. She taught me how to be a great aide. She taught me how to be a great teacher. And so I've carried it over, and hopefully anybody that I've met up with and had a chance to see me teach will realize that anything that I have to offer is coming from her. Well, not everything, but the base is what I received from her. And I love teaching. I love children. And this is what I want to do with my life. Just keep teaching the children until I can't teach anymore. And that's, I guess, the bottom line. No way. What happened here? I've been talking. I didn't realize I accidentally turned off this remote, this computer. And so I've just been saying that teaching is something that's in my blood since I was young, and I wouldn't give it up if I don't have to. And teaching is my life, and I will die teaching, and I will most definitely give it all I got. And I just have to thank my friend Barb Adams for choosing me as her teacher aide way back in the 80s when we got education back under the reserve. So I'm grateful for the chance that she gave me and taught me all the ways that were positive and children love it, parents love it, I love it. Thank you very much. And this is my story of myself. Oh, one daughter. I forgot to mention that I only got one daughter, one child. Her name is Naomi, and she's a chef. She's a wonderful chef. Alrighty. Alright, thank you again. It's my lifeline. Walang anumots.